Hi my lovies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we have a sit down video. I actually haven't done a sit down video in quite some time, and I have been so inconsistent and I don't have an excuse, to be honest. I mean, I had exams and stuff, but that's really not the reason why. But I'm back, hopefully. So I'm gonna do a get to know me tag. I think I just started my YouTube channel and just started putting out videos, and people don't know who this is and whatever. And so I thought it fit if I did a get to know me. So I'm gonna get right into it. I hope you guys are good. I hope you have been well. Thank you so much for the support that I've been receiving. Please just don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and like this video now and the other ones that I posted, and share with your friends and your family, and let's engage. I'm going to start with one that's not a question. By the way, if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote the questions down in my little cute notebook, so that's what I'm looking at. The comment says it's not a question, but I wanted to let you know that I really like you and your content very much. Keep it up. And I'd like to say thank you very much to whoever that person is. I really appreciate it. And yeah, because also I feel like the reason why I've been inconsistent is because I feel like there's no growth, which I guess is my fault because I'm also very inconsistent, but like it's discouraging. So hearing that is really nice. But let me get into the questions now. So I'm gonna start with the basics. My full names: my name is Gesero Bokhadi Mahashula. I am 20 years old. I come from a country in Africa called Botswana, and I have 2 younger siblings. The question is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I do have 2 younger siblings. One is 16, one is 14, and they are back home in Botswana. How tall are you? I think I'm 5'4", 5'3", somewhere there. I'm not too sure, but I'm not tall and I'm not short, if you understand. Yes. And then the next question is, what are your pet peeves? Top 3 pet peeves, or like your biggest ick. I put them together because some people ask similar things. Pet peeves. 1, disrespect. I just don't like people who don't have manners. That's basic. That's my number 1. And then 2, I actually didn't think about this. 2, what is my other pet peeve? Okay, people who are not very considerate. And I know, like, as human beings sometimes we forget, like it's easy to forget that, oh, I should consider another person, but like sometimes you need to consider others. And if I can see that you're doing it deliberately, it becomes a pet peeve for me, because it's like, oh, do. And then the 3rd one, I hate hearing chewing sounds. Even from myself. This is not just like I hate it when people chew loudly. Even when I'm chewing and I can hear myself, I stop because I'm like, oh my goodness, no. I hate it so much. And then actually another one, I hate being woken up. I don't know if that counts as a pet peeve. Don't wake me up unless I asked you to. And also, if it's early in the morning, don't be loud. Like, you can talk to me, I'll respond, but don't be loud, because guys, some of us need time to defrost in the morning, you know? So yes, that's that. What's your biggest fear? Oh, it's getting a bit deep. Before we continue, I want to say this is a safe space, so I'm not accepting any hate comments. Obviously, I haven't gotten any ever since I started. Big ups to you, love you guys. But yeah, I just want to say this is a safe space, and I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys, and I'm hoping you receive it with grace, you know? Yeah, so what is your biggest fear? I think every international student has the fear of receiving that call. I cannot even begin to tell you. That scares me. That call that just, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to receive that call telling me that someone I love, someone or one of my loved ones has passed on. I can't. That's one of my biggest fears. And then the second one is not living up to my potential. I think yeah, that's actually one of my biggest fears. I don't know if I'll ever recover from that, if that ever happens. And then the next question is there anything you regret in life, even a little? That is a very good question, and yes, there's actually stuff that I do regret. But the others, like one of the things is some people just did not deserve to know me like that, you know. And like, no hate to them, it's on my side. I feel like I didn't deserve to let them know me like that, you know. Yes, I am not going to elaborate. Then if another thing that I regret, I don't think I have many regrets. I think, yeah, because I feel like a lot of the things that have happened have led me where I am. Even my stupid decisions, some like they are part of the story, are part of my story. So I don't have many things that I do regret, but one of them is that some people know. And yes, the next question is, why did you choose Australia, Monash, to be exact? The other one is, was Australia your first choice? And then the other one is, what are you studying and where? And why I chose to study that? And does the government pay for everything? So those ones are just revolved around my study. What am I studying and where? I am studying a Bachelor of Science, a major in physiology in Australia, Monash University to be exact. Why did I pick Bachelor of Science? Because I don't really know what I want to do with my life. I kind of have an idea of what I want, but when I was applying, I was thinking a lot and I was a lot confused and I didn't know, like, what am I going to do? And I was doing A-levels, and for A-levels I was doing physics, bio and chem, and those are the sciences. So automatically it's like I'm going to stay in the sciences while I think about what I actually want to do. So that's why I'm doing a Bachelor of Science. Obviously I have plans for the future, but let's not get into that. Does the government pay for everything? I am, if you don't know, I'm on a government scholarship, or should I say it's a scholarship. I'll just say that, sorry. I'm on a government scholarship, and yes, they do, but it depends on whether you stay on campus or off campus. So I stay on campus, and so they pay my rent, and that includes like utilities, right? And then they give me allowance like for living expenses, and they pay for my tuition fees, of course. But if you live off campus, then they pay for your tuition, then they give you money, and then from that money you have your living expenses including rent. So essentially they do pay for everything, because even if you're living off campus, like giving you that money still. So yes, they do pay for everything, even your flights coming here and stuff. Was Australia your first choice? You know what? Yes, it was. I saw this question and I thought about it. It was because it's the one country that allows me not to know what I want to do. I'm not the only one, actually. I think Canada and maybe the US is like that, but the application system, like applying for university in Canada and the US, is too stressful for my liking, so I picked Australia. And also I think in terms of lifestyle, when I thought of the life that I wanted to live, Australia was what I imagined it could be like, I don't know if that's correct English, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Yes. So Monash, to be exact, I had a choice. I wanted 2 places, either Melbourne or Brisbane. And then I just went on. I went on TikTok and I was like, Brisbane versus Melbourne. And then after that, I had an option between 2 universities, Monash or UQ. Why not UniMelb? I didn't do A-level maths, and UniMelb requires A-level maths for you to enter into the Bachelor of Science. So already that was off my list. So I had Monash or UQ, and then I just didn't like, I don't like feeling hot, guys. And from all my research, Brisbane is hot. And I was just like, no, it's not for me. Melbourne weather though is a bit crazy if you ask me, but it's fine. Like, I'd rather have this than be hot all the time. And just like the University of Queensland, which is UQ, it was limiting my options when it came to courses. So I was just like, whatever. Because even the Bachelor of Science there's no major in physiology, in anatomy. So because that was what I was looking at, either anatomy, physiology, you know, but they didn't have a major in that. They only had minors. And so, and even minor in neuroscience, they didn't have a major in neuroscience. Maybe if they had a major in neuroscience, I would have been doing neuroscience, but they didn't. So it's just like, it's limiting me, and let me just go to Monash, and here I am. And so far, I actually am loving it. I can't imagine myself anywhere else, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, and then the next question is it really Stranger Things that side? I haven't watched Stranger Things the show, but I think I understand what you're asking me, and yes, it is. In my experience though, I've just like, sometimes I'm just sitting and I'm like, but what is this? It's mind-boggling. Then someone asked, is this the life you pictured for yourself 2 years ago? 2 years ago is during my A-levels, or like when I started my A-levels, somewhere there, when I finished AS actually. And you know, the honest truth is no, this is not the life that I pictured for myself, but not at all in a negative way. I had this idea of how Australia would be like, and it was not that, but it's not horrible. It's actually really nice. Like, so basically my answer to that question is yes and no. Yes, in the sense that I did imagine myself going for camps, going on hikes, and so far I've done that. I mean, I came back from a camp not too long ago, actually, like probably an hour ago. I went on a hike 2 days ago, 10k hike, 10-kilometer hike. So yes, that's what I imagined life would be like, but no, in the sense that I created this world in my head, and it doesn't exactly match the real world, because people have problems here, for real. It's scary, it's Stranger Things, like the previous question was asking. And then someone was like, how did you manage the last few months of A-levels? It's exhausting, guys. Yo, you see, during that period, all that was in my head was, let me finish. I was just aiming to get done and to get out of that place, because A-levels are exhausting on their own, and then on top of the fact that you're anticipating the end and it feels so far away, but like you're counting the days and it also feels like it's close. So it's exhausting. I empathize with you, I sympathize with you, I understand, but you have to do it, and you have to finish strong. So try by all means to finish strong. It's horrible though, I won't lie. If I was given the opportunity to go back, would I? No. Someone asked me, have you ever been in a relationship? And then also Tema asked me, something, and I was just like, I would never talk about that here. But no, I haven't. That's all you need to know. Most embarrassing moment or story. I remember this one very vividly. I don't think it's the most embarrassing, but this is the one that came to my head. I was in class in physics, and then I don't know if it was A levels or Form 5. It had to be A levels, AS though. I was in class in physics, and then one of my blades fell out. And then some guy saw it, and he was like, "Oh, is this your hair?" I think it was Form 5. It was Form 5. He's like, "Is this your hair?" And he said it so innocently, and it was so loud, and like, had my classmates not been making noise, I'm sure they would have heard it. Like, so I'm like, "Yes, thank you." I grabbed it and I put it in my bag, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was so embarrassing." But that's what I remember. Another thing is, I fell twice here in Australia. We went to the cinema with my friends, and then when we came back, we're riding the lions. I don't know if we're using the lions on the new one, but the scooter is basically. And I just fell. But that wasn't embarrassing actually, because it was just me and Onele. Nobody else saw that. And then I fell it again. One time I was coming from the learning and teaching building. I was coming from doing my work, and I'm just walking back to my room, and then I just tripped and fell. But another thing, only one person saw me, so that was not too embarrassing. And she was like an older person, like an elderly person, so she was just like, "Oh, are you okay?" Otherwise, if it was a student, I would have, yeah. And then the other question is, what are the things that you miss from Botswana? Guys, stop it. I miss my family. First of all, I miss my mother, my father, my grandma, my aunt, my sisters, you know what, I miss my family, and I miss my friends. Oh god, yeah, I just miss that. I miss church. I miss going to church back home. I miss good food. I miss good home cooked food. I just miss just being, you know, just at home. I can just be. I will just be, and it's okay. Here, you know, I just miss the busyness of a house. You know, you can just be in the room, sitting down in the bed, doing nothing, but there's so much movement in the house, and it's just, and you know, at times that's just like annoying. Like, I want to get out of here, but right now I want just one day where it's like that, and I will be good. I miss having company where I stay, you know, going to sleep in the same house with people that I love. But if I continue, I'm not gonna stop, so let me stop there. And then the other question is, this is a very interesting question actually. Have you always been a Christian because you were born into it, or you found God on your own? I grew up in a Christian family. My parents are Christian. They are very prayerful, and yeah, so obviously they raised me in the church. But I wouldn't even lie and say I knew what was going on, and not even like I was confused. I wasn't confused. I didn't have questions. I was just not that child. All I knew how to do was go to church, Sunday school, sing, go and play at go to swinging at the swings and the stuff, and go home. That's all I knew. So I was just, you know, and I just knew that you should pray for your food, pray before you sleep, pray when you wake up. These are just things that I was taught at home. But then I think I started to grow up, and I made decisions for myself on my own. And I started to understand more and like ask the right questions, and you know, just do my studies. And so I think, so let me put it this way. Had I not been born in a Christian home, would I have been here? I don't know, but I hope so. I hope that I would have been if the circumstances were different. But me being born in a Christian home is not the only reason why I stayed. It is one of the factors that led me to Christ, but it's not why I'm still here. Yes, I think I answered your question. I hope so. Someone was like, I watched the card video, I was wondering what happened after. This is me paraphrasing, by the way. And then, yes, actually, what am I saying? Sorry guys, you know what, I'm thinking about something, I'm answering a different question. Nothing happened after that card video. Nothing at all. Never met the person again. They never contacted me, but that's because also I just blocked them, so maybe that's why. Yeah. And then, oh, how do you get it together? Like, how can one keep a stable life? First of all, hey, my girl, yo, it's hard. And how do I get it together, guys? I don't. The honest truth is I don't. I think the thing that gets me out of bed is because I have something that I really have to do. Like, maybe I'll be in bed for 6 days procrastinating doing an assignment and it's due tomorrow. So now I don't have a choice. I have to get up and do it. So it's things like that. And then, but the first step, any day when I'm feeling a bit funky and I'm feeling like, I just always take a shower. That's why I always tell people the bathroom is my favorite place. I take a shower and sometimes I pray in the shower, sometimes I just think in the shower. It just makes me feel a lot better. And people will be like, make your bed. It doesn't work for me. I prefer making my bed after I shower, because after I shower I feel like I'm clean and the blankets are dirty, so I don't want to immediately go back. So I have to make my bed first, and when my bed is made, yes, I can jump back in, but I'll just be more motivated to do my work. And then the other question is, what are your favorite brands or products? I'm actually not a product girly. I don't use a lot of stuff, but I'm assuming you're talking about skincare, and I'm just gonna focus on my face because on my body I really don't have the formula. And even on my face I don't have the formula, but these are the things I use. I use the CeraVe foaming cleanser and the moisturizer, and then I just use the Ordinary niacinamide, I hope I said that correctly, hyaluronic acid, and then I use Garnier vitamin C serum, which, to be honest, I think it's just overrated. It doesn't do much. I use Vaseline as well on my face. When I was back home, I also used to use the Magnolia tissue oil. I love that thing, just I don't have it here. But those are the things that I use. I don't really have... My main thing out of all the products that I use is I don't want to use fragranced stuff. So I make sure everything is fragrance. And CeraVe is great because I make sure everything is fragrance free. So CeraVe is amazing because it's fragrance free, and then all the serums are fragrance free except the vitamin C one. So I'm not really a big fan. And then Vaseline doesn't have fragrance. Well, I use the original one. So yeah, that's me. I don't always like having the smell of products here on my nose, and also I just think it makes me break out, but maybe that's just in my head, I don't know. The last question says method of... I summarized it as method of studying, and they're asking for a step-by-step. You know, I always get asked this question by not a lot of people, but quite a number of students who are still in grades that are below me, and like Form 5s, maybe Form 3s, even Form 2s and stuff. And you know what, I don't know how to answer you, because I feel like I'm just gonna tell you what everybody keeps saying. So and I feel like when I answer you in that way, you feel like I'm not taking you seriously, but I am. So I think to solve that, so you understand where I'm coming from whenever I answer your question, I'm just gonna make a separate video talking about my academic journey until now. Maybe then you understand, maybe then you have a little bit more context as to why I say I don't know how to answer you. Yes, but anyway, we've come to the end of the video. I hope this was actually very awkward. Anyway, I'll come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked. I hope you have subscribed. share it with your loved ones, and actually comment down below what you want me to show you guys, like the videos that you want to see, because I feel like I've just been freestyling and just putting out what I feel like putting out, which is great, but tell me what you want to see, and then I will do like introspection and I will just narrow it down to what I can give you, if you understand what I'm saying. But yes, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you have a good day. Bye.